And before I let you go, what are your thoughts on the state of sports media? You've seen different angles of it. You've been a part of different eras. I'm just getting my start in certain aspects of it. It's constantly transitioning. What are your thoughts on the overview of sports media today?
Yeah, the change is just so quickly. I mean, looking over 43 years, obviously a lot changed. When ESPN started, sports was just on the weekend, and then you look at things today. But now things you really need to pay careful attention to everything going on, not just at the particular company you work at or where you want to work at or everything else, because things can emerge and you don't want to be dismissive. Um, the shorten to the point podcast, could become the biggest thing. And let's hope so, but
Mhm.
it things happen quickly now, more so than in the past. But sports is as popular as it ever has been and an essential part of everybody's lives. And as the media industry and a lot of the traditional media has declined, sports continues to get that audience. It's splintered, but it continues to get the audience. You could argue it's getting a bigger audience, and I don't see that diminishing at all in the coming years. I think it actually, because it gives us that sense of community that we don't get. Everybody wants to avoid politics because it turns ugly, which used to not be the case. They're consuming different news sources. They're watching different shows. People are streaming something, but they don't have that. Their friends don't have that streaming service. But sports becomes that common ground, and that's where it's probably more important than ever, in society at large.
And I think that that's what's kind of beautiful about it is like you mentioned, it's transitioning. I cover baseball mostly. I've seen so many transitions in the sport, but I think the one commonality is, like you said, it's a good escape. And I don't think people, I'm not saving lives. We're not, curing anything, but
Right.
we can make you happy and distracted for a little bit. And I feel like that
Right.
deserves a lot of praise, I feel.
No, absolutely. And it can be something that, you go to the office the next day and talk about the baseball game you saw. And,
Water cooler
ESPN, right?
news. Yes.
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 ESPN's right in the middle of halfway between New York and Boston. So the Red Sox Yankee rivalry was the source of lots of conversations over the years. And that's the way it is anywhere, whether it be baseball or the NFL or in really strong college communities. And that's going to keep being strong for the years to come. It will look different, but things looked different 10 years ago and looked different 10 years before that, looked different in the 70s and 60s. So,
Mhm.
but sports continues to be a central part of American life, and that's not going to change.
Definitely. And that's good to hear. I feel like you saying it makes me feel better about it all.